Hey, what's up everybody? This is Keegan here and welcome back to the channel, and I'm back with another video for you guys, and this is going to be my second video for today. And my second video for today is the next questions and answers video. And this is going to be questions and answers video number 26 for March 2022. And today I have a total of 30 questions to answer, so I have a feeling that this is going to be a long video, and I'm not really going to say too much. But as always, if you have any questions you'd like me to answer in the next Q&A video, feel free to leave them in the comments below, and I will gladly answer them. So, yeah, we got 30 questions to answer, so let's not waste any more time, and let's get started, shall we? Alright, so as always, we start by answering each question in order by username, like in alphabetical order by username. And the first 5 questions all come from andykishore. And the first question from andykishore was actually just submitted an hour ago before I began recording this video. And the first question from andykishore is, have you heard of the new Pixar movie Turning Red that was released on March 11th, 2022? I heard Pixar managed to make a movie about period blood. It's not the kind of nice message or fun characters that you would expect from most other Pixar movies. I've heard of the movie but haven't seen it, but I didn't know they put a message about period blood in it. Is that actually true? But if it is, that probably must be some sort of I don't know, maybe just a movie about puberty and growing up, I guess. But yeah, I don't know if that would really make it for, well, it is a kids movie after all, but I don't know. I didn't know about that. But I've heard of the movie, haven't seen it though. All right, let's move on to the next question from andykishore, which is, are you aware that Split was actually released on September 26, 2016 in Fantastic Fest? I only ask this because I think you've said before that Split was one of your favorite movies of 2017, when that both is and isn't true, although in January 2017 is the American release date for that movie. I didn't know it was released in Fantastic Fest. And I think I might have said it was one of my favorite movies in 2017 on my old channel. I can't remember though. But it was a pretty good movie though, nonetheless. But yeah. The next one from andykishore is are you aware that the digital Nintendo eShop is closing on the Nintendo 3DS and Wii U in March 2023, which is a year from now, with the ability to add credit cards ceasing by May 23rd, 2022, followed by the inability to add funds by August 29th, 2022. Yeah, I heard about that. I never even bought anything on the eShop on the Wii U or the Nintendo 3DS, but I heard about that. And the next one from andykishore is, are you aware that the movie Beavis and Butthead Do the Universe has been announced for a July 2022 release? It's the sequel to the 1996 movie Beavis and Butthead Do America. No, I didn't know it was coming out this year. I have seen the original movie Beavis and Butthead Do America, and that movie's pretty funny. But I didn't know they were actually doing a sequel to it. And the last question from andykishore is, are you aware of the Angry Video Game Nerd 1 and 2 Deluxe game? Yeah, I'm aware of it. Never played it though. I do like to watch the Angry Video Game Nerd sometimes. I like his videos. And I do like Cinemassacre. But those are all the questions from andykishore, and now it's time to move on to some other questions. Thanks for the questions, andykishore. Now let's move on. Alright, so the next 4 questions all come from Charlie Harper, and his first question is, what's your opinion on on the 4th of July 1989 film? I answered this question in another Q&A video I did. I think it was a year ago, I believe. But I haven't seen that movie yet, but I probably will watch it someday. The next one is, what's your opinion on The Doors 1991 film? I know I answered this one in another Q&A video, like I said with the last question, and it's the same answer. I haven't seen it yet, but I probably will check it out one day. The next one is, what's your opinion on 2.5 Men? And not really a big fan of that show. I've seen a few episodes of it, and I don't know, I couldn't get into it. But I know that show used to have Charlie Sheen in it, but they fired him in one of the later seasons. And that kind of brought the show on its downfall or something. But yeah. And the last question from Charlie Harper is, what's your favorite Oliver Stone movies? I haven't seen too many of Oliver Stone's movies. The only Oliver Stone movies that I've seen, as far as I've seen, are Natural Born Killers and Snowden. And I think Natural Born Killers is my favorite that I've seen so far, even though I've only seen 2 of his movies. I will check out his other movies sometime in the future. But my favorite Oliver Stone movie that I've seen so far is Natural Born Killers. It's an awesome movie. It's a very weird movie. It's a very violent movie. And I know that movie's been often blamed for, well, inspired real-life mass shootings, most notably the Columbine Massacre back in 1999. But yeah, Natural Born Killers, awesome movie. And those are all the questions from Charlie Harper. Time to move on to some other questions. And thanks for the questions, Charlie Harper. Now let's move on. The next question comes from Chase Shepard, and his question is, what's your favorite movie from last year? It's kind of a secret. I kind of want to reveal that when I do my top 10 favorite movies of 2021 video, which that video will be coming out sometime soon. I just need to watch one more movie to make my top 10 list, and then that video will be coming out. But I can give you a hint. My favorite movie of 2021 is between Titan and Licorice Pizza. But I will answer that question when I do my top 10 favorite movies of 2021 list, which it'll come out eventually. I just need to watch one more movie to make the list, and then I'll do the video. But I hope that answers your question. But if not, the answer to that will be revealed when I do that video. So thanks for the question, Chase Shepard. Now let's move on to the other questions. The next 3 questions all come from Chill Rob G. And his first question is, how many Criterions do you have now? And which one is your favorite? And I'll be right back. I'm just going to count how many Criterions do I have. I'm back. I have 42 Criterions to be exact. And I don't know what's my favorite. There's a lot of great movies that I have on Criterion that I like, although there are some that I haven't watched yet, but I do have a lot of Criterions. And speaking of which, I'm actually planning to do an updated look on my Blu-ray and 4K Blu-ray collection video sometime soon. I'm not sure when, but it will be coming out pretty soon. And anyways, back to the questions. The second question from Chill Rob G is, which movie do you love more, Drive with Ryan Gosling or Baby Driver with Ansel Elgort? I like both movies, Baby Driver and Drive, but I think Drive was a better movie. I don't know, Drive was just a badass movie, but Baby Driver was still good, but I think Drive was a better movie. And the last one from Chill Rob G is, do you have snakes or tarantulas up there where you live by? And which one do you hate more? We don't have tarantulas here in Alberta, but we do have snakes in Alberta. I don't mind snakes. I think we do have rattlesnakes, but I don't know. Probably not. Or maybe they're just really rare to come by. Not like ones you have down in America, but we don't have tarantulas here in Alberta, nor do we have rats either. And those are all the questions from Chill Rob G. Thanks for the questions, Chill Rob G. The next 3 questions all come from Ervin's Movie Corner. His first question is, what's your opinion on The Sound of Music with Julie Andrews? I don't believe I've seen it, but I've heard of it. I don't think I've seen that movie, though. I hear it's pretty great, and it's one of the greatest musicals of all time. I said this in some of my other videos. I'm not a big fan of musicals, but maybe I'll check that movie out one day. But I'm not a big fan of musicals, though. The second question from Ervin's Movie Corner is, what's your opinion on The Mask with Jim Carrey? I don't believe I've seen that one either, but I have seen the sequel, the god-awful sequel, Son of the Mask, a long time ago, and it's pretty bad. I've never seen The Mask, but I have seen the sequel, Son of the Mask, and boy, Son of the Mask is pretty bad. I can definitely see why it's one of the worst movies. Yeah, it was a long time when I watched Son of the Mask, and it was terrible. And the last question from Ervin's Movie Corner is, what's your opinion on The Last Emperor? Never seen it, but I know it was the Best Picture winner at the 1988 Oscars. It looks like an interesting movie. I haven't seen it though, but maybe someday I'll check it out. And those are all the questions from Ervin's Movie Corner. Thanks for the questions, Ervin's Movie Corner. Now let's move on. And the last 14 questions all come from one user. And if you've seen my other questions and answers video, you know who it is. ThatMovieNerd44. And now let's finish off the video with the last 14 questions that Movie Nerd 44 has for me to answer. And the first one from that Movie Nerd 44 is, what do you think of the film company Miramax? I think they're a pretty good film company. They released movies like Pulp Fiction, Jackie Brown, etc. And right here on the question it says, did you know they edited a lot of films, especially foreign, to make more appealing to American audiences back in the day? No, I did not know that. That is kind of interesting. Anyways, moving on. Have you seen the 1988 Academy Award winning drama Rain Man? It stars Tom Cruise and Dustin Hoffman. No, but I heard of it. I hear it's pretty great. I'll probably check it out someday. And the next one is, have you heard that William Hurt passed away recently at the age of 71? He was in films like Body Heat, Kiss of the Spider Woman, I meant to say, Broadcast News, Dark City, AR, Artificial Intelligence, A History of Violence, Into the Wild, and many MCU movies, including The Incredible Hulk and Captain America Civil War. Yeah, I heard he passed away about a week ago, unfortunately. May he rest in peace. He was in a lot of great movies. And before we move on to the next question, I kind of want to get this off my chest, but when it comes to a lot of celebrity deaths, I'm aware of it. I hear about it a lot. I hear it either on IMDb or on Instagram or social media. But yeah, a lot of the celebrity deaths, I hear about them. But you can feel free to ask me what I thought about it. But yeah, I know about all the celebrities that die. But yeah, just kind of wanted to get that off my chest. But anyways, let's move on to the next questions I got to answer from that Movie Nerd 44, which the next question is, what do you think of fan bases in general? I don't know. Kind of depends. Most fan bases are just really cringy and just full of stans, but I think stans are completely different. They're worse than fan base. And I don't know. I don't usually get involved with fan bases, but some fan bases are just really cringe. But yeah, hope that answers that question. The next question from that Movie Nerd 44 is, what's your favorite Tom Cruise film? Favorite Tom Cruise film? I don't know. He's in a lot of good movies, but I think my favorite movie that Tom Cruise was in was probably Eyes Wide Shut, the last Stanley Kubrick movie. I don't know. I thought he did really good in that one, but I don't know. I think that's my favorite movie that Tom Cruise was in. And yeah. The next one from that Movie Nerd 44 is, are you looking forward to the new 2022 Batman film, also known as The Batman, which actually just came out 2 weeks ago? Actually, it actually looks pretty interesting. I actually kind of want to go see it. I haven't gotten around to seeing it yet. I'll probably get around to watching it soon. I'm just kind of waiting for a good time to go see it and try to get my tickets early before they sell out like hotcakes. But yeah, I'm probably going to go see the new Batman movie pretty soon. It actually looks interesting, to be honest. I don't usually give a shit about newer superhero movies, or mainly the MCU movies. I just don't really give a shit. But this new Batman movie actually looks pretty interesting, though. I haven't seen it yet, but I probably will check it out soon. Anyway, what's your favorite Coen Brothers film? The only Coen Brothers movies I've seen so far are No Country for Old Men, The Big Lebowski, and Fargo, and all those movies are great. I haven't seen too many of the Coen Brothers' other movies, but I will get around to watching their other movies soon. But like I said, the only ones I've seen are No Country for Old Men, Fargo, and The Big Lebowski, and they're all classics. And this year actually marks the 15th anniversary of when No Country for Old Men was released back in 2007. And that movie was also the Best Picture winner at the 2008 Oscars. Anyways, moving on. What do you think of the Ice Age movies? The first two are great. The third one was pretty good. I don't remember the fourth one, Continental Drift or whatever it was called, but I think it was okay. I haven't seen the fifth one, but I hear the fifth one was terrible. And there was a new one that just came out on Disney Plus recently, but I hear it's pretty bad from what I hear. But yeah, I don't even have Disney Plus, so I haven't seen it. But I've only seen the first four, but kind of forgot what happened in four. But yeah. Moving on. What do you think of Jim Carrey? I do like Jim Carrey as an actor. I think he's funny in his movies, even if the movies he's in are stupid. And especially if he's in more serious roles, too. And yeah, he's a good actor. And the next one from ThatMovieNerd 44 is, what do you think of Bruce Willis? Great actor, but I hear in real life he's kind of a douchebag. Like he's kind of an asshole from what I hear. Well, that's kind of typical with some famous people. They could either be really nice or they could just be assholes. But yeah. The next one from ThatMovieNerd 44 is, what do you think of filmmaker Terence Malik? I haven't seen any of Terence Malik's movies actually, so I don't know what to say about him. But I hear he makes a lot of great movies, but I haven't seen any of his movies yet. But someday I'll check one of them out. The next one from ThatMovieNerd 44 is, what do you think of romantic movies? I don't mind them, as long as the movies are good and have an interesting storyline. I would probably like it. I don't really watch romantic comedies. Most of them are just shit. But there are some good ones like Silver Linings Playbook and what's another good one? And a couple of other ones. And there are some other romantic movies I like Secretary, which was pretty good. That one's pretty underrated. And I also enjoyed Blue is the Warmest Color, which is a great movie, despite that unnecessarily long 7-minute long sex scene that could have just been cut down to 2. But nonetheless, that's a great movie. I also enjoyed Brokeback Mountain and a couple of other great movies. And yeah. And there's only 2 questions left, and then we'll be done this video. The next one from ThatMovieNerd 44 is, what do you think of Michelle Pfeiffer? Great actress. And the last one from ThatMovieNerd 44, and the last question for this video is, are you aware of the Criterion Channel? I've heard of the Criterion Channel, but I don't have it. And those are all the questions for this video. Well, guys, that wraps up another edition of Questions and Answers. Thank you guys for watching this video, and special thanks to everybody for submitting their questions in the comments. And like I said at the beginning of this video, feel free to leave, if you have any questions you'd like me to answer in the next video, feel free to leave them in the comments below, and I would gladly answer them. And yeah, guys, so thanks again for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, feel free to leave a like, leave a comment below, and subscribe for more videos like this. And also feel free to follow me on Instagram and Letterboxd. The links are in the description down below. And one more thing before I end this video, I got one more video coming out later on, and then it'll be my last video for today, and then I'll be done uploading videos for the day, so stay tuned for that. But anyways, in the meantime, thanks again for watching. Hope you guys have a great day, and until next time, this is Keegan Shepard signing off. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.